Happy Sunday morning to everyone from Miss Valerie and Miss Joanne.
Good morning.
We certainly had a lot of wet, windy weather last weekend and through the week. Let's hope we'll have some more sunny days soon. Perhaps, Miss Joanne, you'll start us with a prayer this morning.
I will. Let's fold our hands, bow our heads, open your hearts. Dear God, you bless us with your love. You show us how special we are. Help us to do the same for others. Thank you for the way we can share your love through our smiles and our helping hands. Amen.
Amen. Last week we talked about choices, and one thing we don't have any choice about is the weather. I think we've had a lot of reminders about that this week. Oh, so it does. The weather completely ignores anything that we would choose to have, but we still have a choice. We, as people, still have a choice about what to do about it. And it is the attitude that we have about this kind of weather. Excuse me. Sometimes we can choose to be disappointed because we can't do what we had planned. Often we plan to do something like go on a boat or go swimming, go to the beach, and then we wake up and, oh boy, doesn't look good for today. So, we are a little disappointed, but make it little. Because, we can choose to be miserable and complain all day long, go around with a long face, or we can choose to say, well, this is it. We can't do what we had planned, but we can certainly think of some other fun things to do today. So you can save your sunny day plans for another day. Sometimes it's a good idea to have a plan A and a plan B. And then if plan A doesn't work, you've still got the good ideas from plan B. The only good thing about the weather is that it does not stay the same. So it might be a bad day today, but tomorrow we might be complaining about how hot it is and how much sun. So it has a mind of its own, does the weather, that's for sure. So this week I have been thinking about the choice that I have to make with my attitude. Will I wake up every day and I will decide to be happy, kind, sympathetic, understanding? Or will I choose to be annoyed, disappointed, complaining? And that's a good thing to think about, because I, decided that it's definitely better to be happy and kind and sympathetic than it is to go around all day being miserable. And then everybody around you gets miserable too. And that's not good. So I think I like to feel that I'm going to make, at least smile and say nice things to people so that even it's pouring with rain, they'll feel a little happier because I smiled at them or said something cheery or funny. So those are our choices. That's what we can choose to do ourselves every day. It doesn't matter if we're 3 or we're 93. Those are choices that we can make every day. So that's a good thing to think about every day when you wake up. I'm going to make the choice to be happy today. So today we have a story which is titled The Story of 3 Workers. And this story is going to tell us the choices that 3 different people made. And then we'll talk about whether those were the right choices or could they have been different. So this is the story of 3 workers. One day, there was a landowner who was going on a trip. And before leaving, the landowner said to the workers to take care of things for him. And the landowner trusted them to do their best. To the first worker, the landlord gave 5 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the second worker, the landowner gave 2 coins. 1, 2. And to the third worker, the landowner gave 1 coin. 5, 2, 1. Take good care of the money, the landowner told them. And then the landowner went away.
While the landowner was away, the first worker bought some seeds. And with the 5 coins, he planted them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins he paid, planted the seeds. And the worker waited, and soon he grew vegetables, which he could take to the market and sell. And now the worker had 10 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, that was really great.
The second worker bought a cow with the 2 coins. 1, 2. And every morning the worker would milk the cow and sell the milk to the neighbors. And now the worker had 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Great. Let's see. The third worker looked at the coin and was afraid that the 1 coin, he was only given 1 coin, might get lost. That's a pretty good thought. He wanted to be protected. He had 1 coin only. So he hid the coin, and 1 coin stayed 1 coin.
Much later, the landowner returned home. And he was very interested to know what the workers had done with the coins.
To the first worker, the landowner said, I gave you 5 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gave you 5 coins. Now I see that I have 10 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 coins. Your work is important and you did very well. Be happy with me.
To the second worker, the landowner said, I gave you 2 coins. Now I have 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, your work is important and you did well. Be happy with me.
To the third worker, remember, the third worker gave him only 1. I gave you 1 coin, and you hid it. Your work is important to me because now I still have 1 coin. Your work is very important. You made a different choice, but I still have my 1 coin. Everyone's work is important. It doesn't matter who made the most money with the cow or who sold the vegetables. Everyone's work is important. And today, what we're going to think about is how important we are in letting our little light shine. And so for the craft today, that's what we're going to do. And you remember the song about this little light of mine will shine.
Yes, all those workers made a choice. None of them were wrong, but some worked better than others. The workers that had the most coins took a chance. One bought seeds and one bought a cow because, they had plenty of coins. So if they didn't, if the seeds weren't all successful or the cow milk wouldn't sell, those 2 workers would be okay because they'd probably still have, one would have 5 and the other would have 2 because he'd sell his cow for 2. Now the poor worker that only had 1, he had a difficult choice to make because if he lost any of his coin, he'd have nothing. So he was a little bit more cautious, I think, because he wanted to save his coin and not take any chances. So I think the first 2 people took a chance and it worked very well for them. And if it hadn't worked well, they would still have had some coins left. So sometimes, it's good to have courage, and other times, we have to be a little bit more cautious. So I think it's a good idea to put together courage and caution.
Caution. Yeah. Then you feel differently about the worker with the one coin, that he was very cautious, and he also made a pretty good decision because he didn't lose anything. So it's well thought. And as I said, what we're going to do to know that in any situation, you are special. And as the landowner said to each one, you are special. Your contribution doesn't matter about the size. You are special. We all know the song of This Little Light of Mine will let me shine. So I thought we would make you shining. And there are two ways to make it, or many ways to make it, but in this one,
yeah, that's really nice.
When you think, let's make a list right now of how would you let yourself shine. So in this we said, sing. Let me find it out. Just think of things that you would do. You can help, you can dance, you can celebrate, you can support others, you can be thankful, you can teach someone. Love is always a good thing to share. You can be truthful, and you can smile. So anything that you think of that's your special light to shine, you can make it in this way. You have a paper plate that you got in the things from the church. You have different color papers, different colors. And the easy way to always make this is take your one big piece, start folding it, fold it, fold it, fold it. And you cut one strip off, and you fold it again and fold it again. It looks like you have a bunch of boxes. And then you just cut across it diagonally, and you get these little spears.
Those are like flames, right? They would be like a candle flame.
Your light shining.
Yeah.
Tape it in here. After you write your things, I'm thankful, I can sing, I can learn, I can love, I can teach, I can pray. Anything, you make your own list. And then you can tape them in, or you can glue them in. And then you cut another circle if you want to put a picture in it. And you put a picture of yourself. That's my granddaughter playing the violin when she was a little tiny girl. So
that's absolutely, yeah.
That's how she made her light shine. And if you don't want to put a picture in, just make a circle. List the things that you're going to do to let your light shine. And right in the middle, I will shine. And you did get some sparkly stuff in your bag.
Perfect, right.
Glue down and make it shine. If you lose the, if you use the sprinkles, please get your parents where you were using it, because
not all over the carpet again.
Sometimes it makes a mess. But the main thing is, you are special, and you got to make your light shine and keep us all healthy.
I was just thinking as you were doing that we don't have to wait for the sun to shine every day, do we? We can shine our own light.
This light of mine, I will let it shine.
Yes, because that's a very good thing to do and think about. Thank you. Is it time for our angels now?
Yes, I thought you were going to do a craft.
Have you?
Mine is acceptance.
Oh, right, because we have angels now with both of us. So good. Acceptance, right.
Right. I accept the fact that it's a rainy, miserable day. And so I'm going to put on my happy face and I'm going to let my little light shine, because that's what you have to do. And another way of thinking about acceptance is including everyone. Sometimes we don't accept someone we don't know. We don't accept someone that doesn't live on our street. And we don't accept that somebody goes to a school like we go to. There are many ways to accept.
Yeah.
So you want to remember and always shine your light.
I think, shining and remembering that all of us are God's children. So, that would be really nice if we kind of, let our light shine to everybody would be
Yeah.
just God's world. So I think accepting everybody as being a child of God is a nice way of knowing that we're all brothers and sisters in God's eyes, which is nice. And so my little angel for this week is peace. And so I hope that despite the weather, we'll all have a sense of peace and calm and quiet, and though all those things that we have to have to be content. So peace is always a good one for me to think about, because sometimes, I don't think I'm peaceful when I get angry. I'm not. I get very agitated. So remembering the word peace, it applies in lots of things, and of course, always kindness and love to each other. And I think I'm covering the angel.
Yeah.
So I hope we can enjoy some more sunshine in the coming days.
Yes, I hope so too. Hope David has a better day. No
I hope
more.
everybody was, there was too much rain really, because there was a lot of flooding. So I hope everybody was that we can say hi to was okay, and that they didn't have too much water around their house or in their house, because that is not a pleasant experience. So hope you all kept safe, and next week we'll have a lot of sunshine.
Right. Stay dry and happy and shine your light.
Absolutely. So let's say our closing prayer. Dear God, thank you for sharing your love generously with us. Give us the courage to make good choices for not just myself, but for all of us. Think how my choices affect all of those I love and care for. Amen.
Happy week.
Happy week. Lots of light.
Tomorrow, shine your light.
All of us. Keep safe, be happy, and kind and loving, right?
Right.